Game begin.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Lizned. Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the Outer Worlds. I need to climb up this ladder. That's really slow. Okay. As I was saying, welcome back to part 2 of the Outer Worlds. Current objective is to find... I don't feel like reading all that. Oh, I have 10 points. Okay. I currently don't remember what my current objective was, and I know I just got it. Oh, wait, journal. Wait, here it is. Alright. I need to get a power regulator for the unreliable, because I'm apparently Captain Hawthorne, even though my name is Daniel Base, and I accidentally killed
Want to be a brand new you?
Captain Hawthorne.
Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
So what he really means is that I'm actually Alex, apparently. Respect. Choosing to respect funds all your spent skills and perk points, then you can spend them in a different way. The price of respect will increase each time you use this machine. Continue. Would you like to spend 500 bits to refund all your skill and perk points? No. Okay. Let's apply melee. Yes. Ranged. Defense. Dialogue. I like dialogue. Let's add some more dialogue. Let's add some there, and there. Wait. Back. Another 2 to that. Apply. Accept. Yeah, that's fine. Time dilation, location hits. You have unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation, hitting enemies in different locations during time dilation. Ugh, it's a mouthful. TDT. TTD. Maims or cripples your body parts. Those, words. Can't read. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hit the chest, produce different effects when using different weapons. Continue. Okay. Ooh, melee power attacks. Combat dialogue abilities. You have unlocked dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Selecting perks. Welcome to the perk selection. On the screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes you a new tier of perks available to you. Auntie wants you to be your best to help her be the very best. Ew, she's kind of creepy. Yes. Slow the world. Accept. Journal. Alright. Codex. I don't know what the codex is. These are just like how-tos. Okay. Get rid of these because I don't like seeing that star for like the new stuff. I'll read these later if I ever need to. They're still... What is still unopened? Loot. Okay, there we go. Done. Alright. All notifications are seen. Escape. Okay. Currently in Old unreliable.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
Yes, yes, yes. That's on my to-do list. I want to first explore my newfound ship. Sealed. Sealed.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. If you possess a power regulator, please insert the part into the appropriate slot, which is this one.
Okay, here we go. Time to find the power regulator.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Yeah, totally. Do what you need to do. It's not my ship at all. Even though the ship recognizes me as its captain now. It was a big ship. Is my sprint infinite? Don't believe it is. I'm running like it is. I want to get him. Take that. Ow! Leg. Up here. What? This looks like a village of some kind. Oh! Take a bong hit. Yeah. Ooh, assault rifle. Cool. Ow! Where's the other guy? There he is. This guy is... Loot. Character inventory. Oh. Oh, that looks pretty sick. Cool. Ah, these are the consumables. Okay. Notifications, general. Got quite a bit of stuff. Wait, what did that say? Junk. Brown fluffy tail on a dog. This tail a long whip like this tail covering somewhere between furry and feathered. Sell value 13. Wait, I'll carry it. Maybe I can sell it. Maybe it's worth something. Oh! Don't want to mess with him yet. Weapons. Give me the assault rifle. Yeah. Nice. We got nothing on you.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
Yeah, thank you.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Spacer's Choice. What is Spacer? Must be the corporation that runs everything. We talk about a power regulation. I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here. This place looks like it's falling to pieces.
Heard a lot of new workers say that. First time they set eyes on Edgewater, they'll say, well, I can't work here. I don't belong here. Well, we do belong here. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of us from the cradle to the grave. As long as we provide our own cradles.
Good talking to you. Can I talk to you? I can.
You really go for some saltine. Beats working at the cannery.
Beats working at the cannery.
Alright. This is some very pretty artwork, though. Look at that. Man. Alright, what's in here? Barbershop. Oh.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
All right.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company.
So
I'm
this
Conrad.
corporation.
You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Ew. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction and Spacious Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. It's going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Ew. Has a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down to his family. So, ew! You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the best to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, we don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows or something. Phyllis. Do I have? Is this a light assault rifle? Just want the light assault rifle though. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Hey, that's against regulation. What do you think you're doing?
Well, I was just leaving.
I don't have time for this.
That's right. You saw nothing. What's in here? Oh, I'm not going to take your stuff. What's in here? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, that's right. You saw nothing. Jerk.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
I don't feel it. Alright, let's go to the objective. We can explore all this stuff later. This looks very open worldy, so if at some point in time you guys want me to do something specific, then let me know in the comments of these videos, and I'll be happy to come back and do something. Otherwise, we're just going to try and get through the story and do all these many things. Use terminal. What is this? Exit. Salt tuna. Gross. It's a warehouse.
The grease monkey arc. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Yeah, I don't live here.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
All right. Frying myself.
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
Oh.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, You can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Companions! Yay, I have a friend! You have gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills and increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Cool.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Yes, yes. Let's do that. Parvati.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we
Really?
talk?
You in the elevator? Can we, like, do it outside?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, let's go. You're following me, right? Okay, cool. Oh, she's my companion. Okay, wait. Where is the companion ledger? Quests. Journal. Codex. Yeah, here's companion stuff. Occasionally, companions may have something on their mind. When you see a thought bubble above their head, try talking to them. They may have something interesting to say. Good to know. What is?
Heading back. Okay.
Ah, cool. So you can tell them where to go. What does X do?
Coming
Let's
back.
Come back to me. Okay, cool. All right. Onward. Do you have like weapons, or do I have to give you stuff?
Where are we headed?
We'll talk later. Alright, so they're in charge of their own inventories. What they hold is in their own hands. It's not up to me. I've played games like this in the past where like you control the inventory of your companions as well as your own. Come on. Afflicted. Nice. We did it. Ooh, his head is gone. His arm gone too? No, just his head. Well, that was fun. Wait. Alright, let's go back to Vicar Max then. Since he's closer. Slices, dices, cauterizes. Plasma cutter. Ooh, I want it. Parkour. Vicar Max is in here, I guess.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Vicar Max.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Right, just talk to everybody into coming together.
If it were
I'll
as
keep that
easy
in
as a
mind.
few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in
Tainting.
Emerald Vale.
It's a lovely
However,
word.
the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Some you'll say. Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name Mbakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it. I need to know a little bit more about this book before I agree to this.
What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never. I mean, I just want to... Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could
So it's
understand its true value.
basically like the Bible.
Should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Onward, Parvati. We have work to do. Okay, that's weird looking. Manta Queen examined. Oh, so far to run. Okay. I should have just gone back through town. Back to where we left off before we went back to Vicar Max. Parvati stuff like that. She is cool.
Huh?
Wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving her behind.
Incoming!
Heal. Ah! Ammo. Level up! I need the light pistol. Where, this guy had like a minigun. I want this minigun. Hunting rifle. Ooh. 66 damage. I'll take that. He got blown to bits. Inventory. So this takes 30 heavy. 24 heavy. Also heavy. Light. There's 0 heavy ammo. Energy cell. Okay. Alright. Alright, so I don't have any ammo except for my pistol. Be careful. Let's see that again.
What's that noise?
Oh! Aw, he's died. Marauders are everywhere, man. Alright, how do I make... I feel like I'm gonna need more like health stuff. Inhaler. How do I make more of these? Guess I'll figure it out eventually, or I'll get as I level up. Are there vehicles in this game? Kind of hope there are, because otherwise it'll take a really long time to get from point A to point B all the time. Just by walking like this. It's not awful, but it could be better. Ooh, thank you. Botanical labs.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Grace Romero.
I don't know you.
Good.
Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here.
How do you
Move
know?
along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions? No,
Well.
I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging.
Poor
That
old
ain't
Zoe.
exactly her talent. Can't imagine
not
where
like
she's
her.
gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
She could.
Could do without the gallows humor.
I'll leave you be. She could be out wandering somewhere, unless marauders got to her. Oh man. Okay. Let's go in here. Adelaide.
Oh, God. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside.
Oh, you look like a nice lady.
If you bear an illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Yes, you must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Ew.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why'd you leave the
It
old
is an
home?
unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
I haven't really. Camp as a pararegular. I need to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
Yes.
Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Not looking to get mixed up in problems. What have you got against the
You've
town?
seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps.
Yeah.
Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
What do you have against people trying to make a living? Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
True. True. I'll consider
I
it.
trust you will listen to your conscience.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so we talked to Adelaide. And now I'm placed in between a moral and ethical decision. Whether or not to divert power to this camp or to give it to Edgewater. Either way, a decision has to be made, but that decision will be made in another video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this playthrough. Enemy killed? Ha! I didn't realize the chicken was my enemy. Nice. Chicken feathers. I'll take those. Thanks, dude. As I was saying, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Comment and tell me what you would like to see me do in these videos. If you are enjoying them, want to see me do more. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps out a lot. Thank you so much, everybody. Hope you have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next video.
Game over.